Metabo HPT came out with some new compact batteries that you're going to find not only in their kits but also in 2-packs. So if you want to save a little bit of money, these are going to be meant basically for their compact or subcompact tools like this. They're going to give a small footprint, and they also now have a fuel gauge on the front. Welcome to the 20th century, right? Now they do have a 18-volt caulk gun and also an 18-volt sander that's coming out. And these two tools are obviously expanding their line of 18-volt tools and will take their multi-volt batteries. But if you don't want to put on a multi-volt battery and you still want some of that power, you can get into their new 4 amp hour compact 18-volt battery. It too has a fuel gauge on the front, and you can see by the size here we have a 1.5, a 2, a 3, and the 4. You can see the 4 amp hour is slightly larger. Now this 3 that I have is one of their older batteries. I'm unsure if this is going to get updated to have the fuel gauge on it or not, but I really like this 3. It's kind of a balance of size and power. We're going to put these to the test with this drill, kind of measure some voltage, see if you're going to see a power increase, but these are meant for subcompact tools. You're really not going to get a ton of oomph out of them, even if it holds the voltage a little bit higher. Let's get after this. So what we have here, 2 wires hooked up to this battery. It's going to tell us voltage. Amp hour does not mean power, but it's what we call these batteries. Give me the 5 amp hour battery, give me the 4 amp hour battery. So that's what we're going to talk about. It's the cells on the inside that make the difference. We're just going to watch our voltage meter, see what happens, see which battery gives us the best performance. Let's get after it. So this one will not make that cut. We will try one more time, a little bit away from a knot. So we got 3/4 of the way through with this battery. Here we have the new 2 amp hour battery, and this one does have the fuel gauge on it. Let's just see, it's starting out at a little higher voltage, probably because it's brand new. Let's give it a go. Surprisingly, this one cut out just a bit sooner. Could be a little bit of wood differences. Let's just drill another hole. We did that with the other one, see what happens. Here we have an older 3 amp hour battery. This does not have the fuel gauge on it. Let's see what happens here. That one again stopped at about the same point as what the 2 amp hour stopped at. Let's move over and drill another hole. And that one stopped out again. So with that, we got maybe 2/3 of the way through, and then maybe half the way through here. Here we go with the new 4 amp hour compact. Pretty sweet here as far as everything goes. Let's give it a run and see what happens. First hole, we made it all the way through. Let's do it again. There's no doubt that there is an increase in power here. So quickly, what did we see? The 1.5 amp hour battery didn't give us a whole lot of performance. The 2 amp hour battery seemed to really step it up and do quite well. Obviously going through a 4x4, we're trying to get a little bit more distance for that drill bit to go through to watch the difference that we see in the voltage. So we're not just going through a 2x4. I think that doesn't give us enough oomph, but the 4x4 has a lot of variances in the wood. So did we see a increase in power between the 2 amp hour and the 3? There's a possibility that they have higher discharge batteries in this 2 amp hour. From this test, I would say yes. Hard to say though. The 3 still did quite well. The 4, with the larger battery pack, the larger battery cells, rocked it out, and there is no doubt that it's well worth upgrading if you want some more power. And without that being said, you're also going to get quite a bit more runtime because it's 4 amp hour. So with that said, I think this 4 amp hour battery is the ticket if you're running 18 volt tools. Speaking of 18 volt tools, this is what we have coming out. Let's drop in and take a look at it. We have the 2 amp hour battery inside this palm sander, and you can see we can still reach in, get our state of charge. Very comfortable to hang on to this guy. This is a brushless motor, and it does have a dust bag, and or you can hook up a vacuum to this. To turn it on, you have 2 little push buttons up in front. One's an on, the other one's an off. While it is on, we can adjust the speed here from 1 to 6. Not a lot of vibration there, very quiet, nice little unit. I like that. If we were to switch over to the 4 amp hour battery, that would raise this up a little bit. This is going to be the same size as a multi-volt, except the multi-volt's going to sit out back a little bit further. Still doesn't get in the way. I like that that's kind of in a place where I can put my hand off to the side, or I can use that kind of as a place to put my wrist in there and move things around. Still very comfortable with the larger battery, no matter how you were to go. This is pretty nice. Now, these caulk guns, this one's meant for a 10-ounce tube. It does have the little piercer up front. They're great for long use. There's a button over here. If you want to pull this back, it locks it into position. We just push that. There is a variable speed on the bottom of this dial that regulates the maximum speed. But you can also use the trigger for variable speed if you'd like. You can see the LED light turn on. It goes pretty slow or fast, and it's easy to regulate that. And when I let off, it's going to pull back a little bit to not have any pressure on that caulk or glue. Very sweet little unit. Now these in particular work great if you're working on a lot of glue and you don't want to be you don't really need that feel in your hand, or if you're running very long caulk lines so you don't have to let up and go back. Either way, some people love them, some people hate them, but this one seems really nice. The trigger to me is what makes these tools, and this tool has an excellent trigger. Always happy to see Metabo HPT step up, offer more tools and actually more batteries. The prices on these tools are actually in most cases coming down. And with that said, the quality on them is right up there with any top tier professional tool. I think this is good stuff. Although we're using their subcompact stuff, we could get into their bigger stuff. There's 36 volt, you can obviously get a lot more power, but for a subcompact tool, this performed quite well, and that 4 amp hour battery just gave us a lot more power than some of the other ones out there. Pretty cool stuff. Interested in hearing your comments, please leave them below. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell if you would. We appreciate your time. Have a great day.